I love Burlington because it's a sense of individual self. You're accepted for who you are, and I feel a lot of people come to Burlington to be their true, authentic selves. As we do with hair and express our individuality.
I just love the ability to be able to be who you are. I feel like in the state of Vermont, people are very unique. Growing up, when I was younger, I had blonde hair, and then naturally my hair started going brown. And I think my entire life, my dream was to be kind of that platinum blonde, and it's finally coming true, so I'm pumped about that.
So this episode of Style Trip, we visit Burton Snowboards, Indigo Salon, and we're hanging out in Burlington, Vermont. What I love about all three of these places is they're connected. It's a tribe. Hanging out in Vermont, it's all about craftsmanship and really coming together and celebrating this amazing place.
As a hairstylist, I've been lucky enough in my career to travel the planet. Throughout my travels, I've met some interesting people, seen some amazing places, and found inspiration all along the way. Join me as I make new friends, explore new communities, and leave a trail of inspirational hair behind. I'm Colin Caruso, and this is Style Trip.
Colin, we want to welcome you to one of our favorite spots. The first stop is Candy's Lunch. It's iconic.
And this is the type of place that you walk in, you get that nostalgic feeling. You can tell there's great food here, and I can see this place lined up with people. This is one of your superstar stylists, Lindsay, right?
Yes.
Tell me about yourself. How did you get into hair, and how did you find Indigo?
So I actually used to get my hair done at Indigo in high school. And so I always kind of knew if I'm into hair, Indigo's the place in Vermont to work. Like, it is the biggest, the boss is great. The view, as you guys will see, you can't beat this view. It is breathtaking.
It's beautiful Lake Champlain. We're looking at the marina, and then if it's a clear day, you can see straight over to the Adirondacks in New York.
Yeah. Wintertime right now, it's real dark here in Vermont. It's cold, people are in, a lot of hats. So if people come in, they want to brighten their hair, they want to pick me up.
We're going to take a walk down beautiful Church Street, show you what our community is about, and also Burton Factory and Burton's flagship store. They have made such an impact here in Vermont.
When you think about Vermont, you definitely think about snowboarding. So I'm really excited to take this journey with you guys to see this beautiful community. Let's grab some breakfast. Let's see what Earl's cooking up here. I can't wait to taste it. It smells amazing in here.
Burlington is really different from a lot of communities I've been in. Stephen and Nancy, owners of Indigo Salon, I've always admired them, and I really just wanted to get to know them better. So we started our day at Handy's Lunch. Earl was awesome. Amazing sandwiches. Definitely you can see the community comes in here. Then we headed to New Chocolate. I love that Nancy loves New Chocolate so much. A lot of the theories that we have at Indigo, you could see at New Chocolate. Not only are they providing a beautiful product, they have this beautiful little window where you can see things getting made. And that really kind of ties right into the color bar at Indigo Salon. You can see that we're sharing the process with people, and at the end, people leave looking beautiful, and I think I can see how those two businesses inspire each other. Our next visit was the Burton store in downtown Burlington. It's a showroom of all the innovation, all the pride, all the love they put into their products. So to me, it wasn't just a store, it was a celebration of a sport. It's a celebration of a tribe, and it's a place for like-minded people to connect, not only shop for great clothes, they're gonna keep you warm in Vermont, keep you warm on the mountain, but also that little badge, that little Burton badge, proves that you're a tribe member, proves that you're one of them, and I think that's really amazing.
So the Burton brand to me means so much. Obviously we're rooted in snowboarding, and I think had probably the biggest hand in creating a sport. Jake has really driven this entire sport, but also this way to live life that has really influenced me that I want to carry forward. Every moment just like sending it and like going for it. One thing that I don't even question is our ability to carry that on. One of our big things for this year is we've had sustainability goals running for a couple years, 3 years now, and those are 2020 goals. So just a couple months ago, Burton became a B Corp, which was a really big moment for us. And that means you kind of are subscribing to a commitment to like a triple bottom line, which means profit is not your ultimate goal, that responsibility for people and the environment is like of equal importance to you.
That's really something that's huge for all of us as well. We want to make sure that we're thinking about the earth. So one of the things I really was excited about when I came into Burton was they're pushing the technology, but they're also making sure that that technology is good for the very mountains they need to snowboard on. Our final trip was about 40 minutes north. We headed up to Stowe Mountain. The first thing I connected to at Stowe was everybody's individual sense of style. You had skiers, you had snowboarders, you had brightly colored people, you had people that were snowboarding in sweatpants and flannels, to people that were all decked out. I just thought it was a really cool place for people to express themselves as individuals.
So I've been snowboarding for about 20 years. I come to Stowe, this is my home mountain. Here at Stowe, it's like a huge family. Like you come here, you go to the chairlift and you know like 5 people standing right next to you, even though you didn't come to the mountain with them. So it's just a big family and it's awesome up here.
Megan is such a wicked cool person. I really wanted her finished style to be as cool as her. So with that blonde canvas, I want to really enhance that and showcase that first, and then give her a look that she can be super chic and cool on the slopes with her beanie.
So as far as inspiration goes, I just got really inspired. Paul Mitchell, they partner with Burton, which is local to us, and we got the opportunity to go with the Paul Mitchell team over to Burton Snowboard and actually go on a tour. And I got a lot of similarities between Paul Mitchell and Indigo and Burton. They're all like a family. They love what they do, they love the work, and the way they create a board, it was unbelievable. I didn't realize all that went into it. And I saw a lot of crossover, the creativity of what they do and pushing the envelope. And that's what Paul Mitchell does. And that's what we try to do at Indigo.
Welcome guys. I'm super excited to have Paul Mitchell and Indigo here. We're gonna take a tour of Burton Snowboards and you're gonna see how our boards are made.
So each of our wood cores are engineered. We take what nature gives us, which is one of the best properties between strength and weight, and we take the grain direction and we're engineering it to be orientated in the board however we want that board to perform.
Looking at the directions of the plywoods and the different materials, where do we want strength, where do we want flexibility? Those are the things that I can definitely tie into as well as far as a foil placement.
All right, so here's another graphic that's gonna be released next year. This is a great example of how we layer all of our colors and graphics. So this is a clear plastic material where we have to back print and screen print up the image. And then on the surface, a lot of times after the board is completely done, we then apply additional graphics that give it kind of a depth, you know, where there's graphics coming from behind and then graphics from the top. So when you guys see a finished example of this rectangle here is going to get a foil print that gives it a lot of sheen. It's really reflective.
Walking through Burton, knowing that we're going to be doing Megan's hair, we're going to tap into the inspiration from the graphics. We want to layer the blonde in, so that way it's removing that yellow and adding that coolness over top, just like the boards. I think we're gonna definitely tie into that. So Lindsay, we finally made it. It's time to get hands and hair. We went to some beautiful places, met some amazing people, and now we get to use our inspiration from Burton, from the mountain, on our model Megan today. We are going for that snow-inspired blonde, super clean, super light. How are we gonna approach that?
So our plan is to go in and section her and go in kind of like what we saw with the snow yesterday and pack these foils in there so we can get that solid platinum white icy blonde.
Megan's coloring service started with choosing the right product. We chose Synchro Lift Plus Ultra Quick Blue Powder Lightener for a reason. You're gonna get 9 levels of lift, and they're shading that product to make sure you get healthy blonde hair.
I teased to diffuse any hard lines for her ends because I really wanted to break up that golden hue and make it really white and blonde.
Lindsay came in and really put a beautiful foil placement, all inspired by the making of the Burton snowboards. We used different directions, whether it's horizontal or vertical, different placements just off that inspiration from the board to create a beautiful color technique specifically for Megan and her hair.
We're gonna check kind of in the middle where we started here. And that is exactly what I like to see. That just white, pristine color right here.
Once we got light and bright, we layered in our color. And I think that's really, really important when you're looking at blonding, Just like the graphics that are put on the Burton boards, you come out with a raw board, you put your first graphic on it, you put your second, you put your third, you change your textures. It's all about layering, and that's what makes everything really beautiful. So it's time to head back to the wash house.
All right, sounds good.
So then we brought her over to the sinks, and after taking all the foils out, we washed the hair using the Platinum Blonde shampoo and conditioner from Forever Blonde from Paul Mitchell. And those are great for my clients and Megan especially for their at-home care, just to keep the snowy look looking fresh and white.
So now we have this beautiful canvas that was softer already just from the shampooing and conditioning process. Our second step was a Keratriplex. That's always one of our steps, making the hair healthier so it accepts color better. Lastly, we came in with our brand new Demi Flash toners. It has those violet tones, which of course neutralize any leftover yellow tones that we didn't get out with the shampoo and conditioner. This is also gonna make sure that that blonde stays nice and cool longer. What I love about it, it's done right at the sink. Between 2 and 10-minute processing time, we eliminated all that brass and have that beautiful icy blonde finish that we were looking for.
So after her color service, I went in with our Forever Blonde Dramatic Repair, just replenish that hair, strengthening it, hydrating it so that I can work through it easier. And then I layered that with our Platinum Blonde toning spray. I wanted to take away any remaining warmth, brassiness, because the inspiration was fresh powder, snow white hair. Then I use Extra Body Sculpting Foam, that memory, that flexible style, but also bulking up that hair to maximize all that amazing blonde that she has now. Look at you, Megan.
I love it. This is amazing.
You look beautiful and stunning, but this is not gonna work for you on the slopes, is it? No. So when we were on the slopes, I saw so many personal styles. Everybody had different patterns, different boots, just color. It was so cool. So I wanted to make the slopes her runway. So I took a curved section on the side part of Megan's hair. Then I used Paul Mitchell Extra Body Sculpting Gel just to define that out, because I really wanted a detail braid to mimic the pattern that a snowboard would make going down the slopes. And then I split the remaining hair into just 2, as if I'm doing like 2 little pigtails, but no pigtails here. I went in with a fish braid, and then I repeat that on the other side, making sure that I give her that kind of cool, I did it myself kind of look that she can do it herself. And then it would look cool with a beanie, with a helmet, or by itself. There you go, Megan. So now you have a look that's great for the slopes too.
I absolutely love my hair. I love the fact that they brought in the combination with our snowboards. All of our cores kind of layer on top of each other and come together to make a stronger and more independent base. So I feel like they use that in my hair by combining different layers and textures and foils just to come up with this product. So I'm so excited about my new hairstyle, but I'm gonna get out of here and go to a wrap party. It's freezing outside, so here's my beanie.
The connection between John Paul Mitchell Systems and Burton has been a natural one. For over 20 years, we've worked together. Both of these companies were started out of the need and desire to want to do something different. Neither one of our leaders, whether it's Jake Burton or John Paul DeZoria and Paul Mitchell, they didn't quit on their ideas. A lot of people have ideas, but very few people follow through on those ideas and don't quit. And what I think is really cool is that both companies were started out of a necessity too, an idea, a concept that just wouldn't go away. And those concepts and ideas have changed people's lives. Whether you're a snowboarder or whether you're a hairdresser, we're in a tribe. We're in a group of like-minded people. We all kind of celebrate each other and we work together. And without Jake Burton, John Paul DeZoria, and Paul Mitchell, a lot of us wouldn't have that tribe.
Jake's legacy is this entire sport of snowboarding. When we really, reflect on Jake and the impact he had on all of us, we can think about it individually, and then we can think about the millions and millions of people that the sport's touched and that it's been exposed to. And so what Jake has left behind is just such a mark on the world that I don't think it would be what it is today if Jake Burton wasn't around.
I think bringing the sport of snowboarding in that unique way to more people and bringing the feeling related to snowboarding, that wild energy and like feeling awake and alive, is something that I think we'll just continue on and spread it to more people in the spirit of what Jake would want to do and what he did pretty much every day of his life. He lived life to the fullest.
If people are telling you what they're passionate about, what drives them, what makes them go, there's always something for you to tap into as an artist. Without inspiration, all you have is a singular perspective. So that's why we do Style Trip. We really do want to take a piece of everyone with us. I've traveled the planet on behalf of John Paul Mitchell Systems. I've made friends all over the world, and everywhere I go, I take a little piece of them and they make me better. And hopefully I leave a little piece. And that's really what it's all about.